Hi everyone, my name is Noor and I'm from Zen School of Studies admissions team, and today I will be taking this preparation class. So in this session, I will be covering the institutions, courses offered, campuses, as well as the application process, interview information, and English assessment options. Elizabeth School of London is partnered with 5 institutions including Kentby Christ Church University, Baspa University, St Mary's University, Newcastle College and University of Bolton. To begin with, I will be covering the 5 institutions and the courses they offer and the campuses. So the first one, Kentby Christ Church University. Provides courses such as BSc Accounting and Finance with Foundation Year, which is a 4 years program, and BSc Business and Management with Foundation Year, a 4 years program. Kentby Christ Church University also offers BSc Hons in Business and Management with a Year 1 entry, which is a 3 years course, and a BSc Hons in Business in Accounting and Finance with a Year 1 entry, which is also a 3 years course without the Foundation Year. The campuses are located in Birmingham, Leeds, London Canary Wharf, Manchester, and Northampton. Moving on to the second institution, Baspa University offers courses tailored to business and management. These include BA Business and Management with Foundation Year, which is a 4 years program, and BA Business and Management, which is a 3 years program. Baspa University also offers BA Business and Management top-up course, which is a 1 year course. The campuses are located in London Canary Wharf, London Holborn, Birmingham, Leeds, Manchester, and Leicester. At St Mary's University. So the third institution, St Mary's University, offers BA in Business and Management with Marketing with Foundation Year, which is a 4 years program, and they offer both weekend and weekdays courses across Birmingham, London Canary Wharf, and Manchester. The fourth institution, Newcastle College, offers the Certificate of Higher Education in Business Management, Certificate of Higher Education in Computing, and Certificate of Higher Education in Health and Social Care. The Certificate of Higher Education courses are all 1 year, and they give you a level 4 qualification. Newcastle College also offers a foundation degree in business management, a foundation degree in science computing, and a foundation degree in integrated health and social care and well-being. The foundation degree courses are 2 years long and they give you a level 5 qualification. And then you can move on to a top-up course from both in order to get a full degree. The campuses are located in Leeds, Northampton, and Leicester. University of Bolton. University of Bolton offers courses such as BSc Hons Health and Social Care with Foundation Year, which is a 4 years program, which they offer in the Leeds and Northampton campus. University of Bolton also offers BSc Hons in Construction Project Management with Foundation Year, which is also a 4 year program offered only in Northampton. University of Bolton courses are 3 days per week. The application process is fairly simple. I will provide an overview followed by required documents. So you will need to provide the required documents such as passport, national ID card, personal statement, proof of settlement, qualifications, and so on, so that your agent can make an application, and then the admissions team will check the application to ensure that all necessary information is provided. It's very important for you to stay in contact with your agent to quickly complete any requested changes, because any info required we give, the agent will have to contact you, and if you don't provide the documents quickly enough, it can cause a massive delay in your application process. As part of the application process, you will need to complete a Duolingo test before the interview or be booked for an interview and complete the internal writing test. When making an application, please provide the required documents, including a valid ID with at least 6 months of validity from the course start date, a personal statement consisting of 250 words or more, indicating a share code as a proof of immigration status in the UK, whilst British passport holders are exempt from this requirement, and a term time address located within a 1 hour commute time from the campus. When attending the interview, please remember to take your passport or national ID card with you. The interview itself lasts around 15 to 20 minutes. During the interview, you can expect the following topics to be covered. So the first question is based on self-introduction. So please provide a brief introduction about yourself, including your work experience or qualifications, depending on the route taken, your hobbies, family status, and how long you have lived in the UK for, and where you are originally from. Our second question is based on commute time. So you may be asked how long it takes for you to get to the campus. It's important to consider your commute time to the campus because ideally it should always be less than an hour. The third question The third question is based on accomplishments. So far in life, what you're most proud of. So share your achievements and experiences that you're most proud of. The most popular answer for this question is raising my child. This is mainly from parents, so your own answer would depend on you. Fourth question, what are you good at? And explain how this can help you in your studies. So here you're required to discuss both your strengths and weaknesses, explaining how these qualities can positively contribute to your studies. An example of an answer to this question could be, for example, I am good at keeping concentration for long periods of time. This will help me in my studies by being able to pay attention for the whole lecture, being able to revise for longer amounts of time, and being able to concentrate for the whole exam. So this is just one of the strengths. Question 5, what are your future plans after completing the course? So here you must be able to explain what you want to do after you finish your degree. So briefly outline your future plans after completing the course and explain how the degree you're pursuing aligns with your professional goals. And what do you want to do after you finish your education? Where do you see yourself, for example, in the next 5 years? So just make sure to give some details in your answer to this question. For example, if you're applying to one of our business courses, at least mention the type of business or industry you would like to open. Rather than saying, I would like to open my own business, at least mention the kind of business, the kind of industry you would like to open. Reasons for applying, question 6, reasons for applying. So think about the reasons for applying to the university and specifically why you have chosen this particular course. You are required to explain in your, in detail your own personal reasons for choosing and applying for the course. Question 7, you might also be asked other simple questions about your studies, such as how will you fund your studies and if you have the resources available to study from home, such as having a laptop and access to the internet. So if you are asked about how you will fund your studies, you will simply need to mention student finance if you have applied for student finance. There are 2 English assessment options, which include the internal test or the Duolingo English test. Both assessment options aim to assess your English language proficiency, and they are fairly simple. Between our internal test and the Duolingo English test, most applicants find that our internal test is easier. However, if you think you're better at speaking than writing, then I suggest you go for the Duolingo test. The internal test is taken before or after your interview and it has a 45-minute time limit. The test has 2 parts, writing and reading. In the writing test, you will be presented with a choice of questions and you're required to select one to answer. Your response should consist of a minimum of 200 words. The format of the test is essay style, so good structure, spelling and grammar is very important. You're expected to use a clear structure where you begin with an introduction followed by a main body where you present your arguments and ideas in more detail and a conclusion. So these are examples of the internal writing test questions, which include the following. For example, reading book versus watching a movie. Which one do you prefer and why? As you can see, these are fairly simple. They are quite straightforward. You just have to select one to answer, and your response has to consist of a minimum of 200 words. I'm just going to give you a moment to read through these questions, and then we'll move on. I have more examples on the next slide, so I will just give you a minute on each slide. To assist you with your preparation, you can take a screenshot of these questions. Alternatively, if you prefer, you can request your agent to send you a copy of the questions. Moving on to the internal reading test. In the reading test, you will be required to read a small piece of text and answer 6 multiple choice questions based on the text. You will need to get 4 out of 6 questions correct to pass, which is very similar to a comprehension basically, where you're given a small piece of text and you have to answer questions based on the text. Moving on to the Duolingo English test option, you have to score 85 out of 160. Test time is 1 hour and it is normally paid £40 per test. Applicants are given up to 2 free codes, and to be given a free code, you have to complete a practice test and score a minimum of 90. Please use the provided YouTube links to familiarize yourself with the test. The first link is of a full video showing before, during and after the test, and the second link provides a test overview with all question types. So I'm just going to play one of them. Give me a moment to share my screen, please. Please let me know if you can see my screen and if you can hear the audio.
She is not a doctor yet.
She's always studying.
Sure, what is it? Let me take a look at your grades so far. You've been doing well in the class overall, but you're right, your final grade could be higher. Have you been coming to my review sessions?
Talk about a musician, actor, or performer from your country. There is this K-pop group called New Jeans. A white man with gray hair is holding a guitar. The hobby or activity that I enjoy doing is knitting. I think it really depends on how you define success.
How to get the most of Grammarly free.
It's Kayla on behalf of Grammarly to tell you all about the free version of the best communication assistant.
Okay, so when you complete a practice test and you receive your score, you are required to email your results to Duolingo_BSU at elizabethschool.com. In the email, please include your full name, your agent's name, and a picture of the ID like in the example shown. But you have to score a minimum of 90 to be given a free code. And let me just show you how to access the practice test. Just one moment, please. So you have to go to Google. So you have to type Google. And then in the search bar, you have to type Duolingo English test practice. Duolingo practice test. So the first link that comes up, you have to click on it. And then you see the blue tab here that says practice free. You have to click on the blue tab. And then it will ask you to sign up. So you have to sign up with your email address and create a password. And once you do that, you will be able to do the practice test. Okay, so like I mentioned previously, in order to do the practice test, you have to go to Duolingo English website and select the button that says practice free. After you have completed your practice test, please take a picture of the practice test score and include your passport ID in the picture. You can either send the picture to your agent or to the displayed email. There are many Duolingo English test rules that you have to comply to. For example, you have to be alone in a quite well-lit room. Your ears must be visible and uncovered. Your face must be visible and no headphones and no communication with anyone else, and you cannot look away from the screen. Please take your time to review and familiarize yourself with the test rules, as failure to do so will result in the loss of certification or the test being considered invalid. The next two slides are examples showing, sometimes things do go wrong. So these are some of the examples showing why your test could not be certified in case something goes wrong. These are some of the most common reasons that our applicants face. So I'm just going to talk about them briefly. The first one to the left, so for example, looking away from the screen for an extended period of time during the test. When facing away from the camera, you should look back after a short amount of time. For example, when typing questions, type one sentence and then look back at the screen instead of typing out the whole question. So it just shows that you are interacted with the test and that you're not looking away from the screen. So the one in the center, in the case of your test being considered invalid as a result of your test area not being private, you can be booked onto one of our campuses in order to take the Duolingo test. The third one, so this is another example showing how people can lose their certification by having another application or window open during the test. So as you have to download an application for the Duolingo test, please make sure that this is the only application open when taking the test. So moving on to the English assessment options for each institution. So in terms of the English assessment options for the 4 institutions, CCCU, Canterbury Christchurch University, only offers the internal test. For BASPA University, you have the option to choose between the internal test or the Duolingo English test. However, St. Mary University only offers Duolingo English test option. And again, for Newcastle College, you have the option to choose between the internal test or the Duolingo test. That's the end of the preparation class. If you have any questions for me, please unmute and you can ask me now. Or alternatively, you can leave your questions in the chat and I can answer them. Do we have any questions, guys? If not, thank you for attending the prep class. I appreciate your time. If you have any questions or need further clarification on any of the topics we covered today, please feel free to ask me now, or you can ask your agents at a later stage. If you would like to receive a copy of the presentation slides, please request your agent to send them to you. Thank you for attending the prep class again. Good luck with your applications.